So Atletico Madrid won the first game 4-0, right? Wow, a comeback was impossible. That's what we all thought. But then Barcelona scored 2 goals within the first 45 minutes, which is insane. It was Bernal after an amazing assist from Lamine Yamal. Then it was Rafinha right before the final whistle, ending the first half. I was looking and I thought, ooh, wow, nah. The stadium started believing again. This was insane. And you know one thing about this match, of course, Atletico Madrid was playing haram ball because the first match they ended up winning 4-0. And they have good players. They have really good players. But we all know Atletico Madrid. We all know Diego Simeone. So what we expected was the following tactic: haram ball. Defend, defend, defend. And I saw a few videos where, Diego Simeone and Oblak, they were building a castle in front of their goal. And that's what we expected. And that's what happened because Barcelona was attacking, and Atletico Madrid kept defending. So this was the lineup. This was Atletico Madrid's lineup. This was Barcelona's lineup. And it doesn't look defensive or haram ball, but it was. They played with a low block. They played slowly and they just waited for Barcelona. And Barcelona came. They had a lot of chances. And I always say, if you want to come back, you got to score early. And that's what Barcelona did. They scored the first 2 goals, Bernal and Rafinha, in the first 45 seconds, which made Barcelona apply the right amount of pressure. They applied pressure on Atletico Madrid. And just like, it wasn't just me, just like Atletico Madrid, all of us, we were nervous because damn, we thought, is this actually gonna happen? And I told my friends before the game, relax, this is never gonna happen. It's impossible. But for a moment, I got nervous. And when the third goal got scored by Bernal, the stadium was shaking, everyone was hyped up. Then I started thinking, yo, it was the 78th minute, I think. When was it? Even before that. It was the 72nd minute. Bernal scored after an amazing assist from João Cancelo, by the way, an absolute baller. But then I got even more nervous. Now guys, credits where it's due because Barcelona played absolutely fantastic. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Pedri, his return, his comeback, amazing. I think he scored an 8.9 out of 10, which is well deserved. Every team needs a maestro like him. Marc Bernal, by the way, underrated baller, good player, he's still young, give him his flowers. João Cancelo, whether he plays on the left, whether he plays on the right, he's an absolute baller. Not just his assists, but also his touches, 1-2 passing, but also his awareness, by the way. When you apply pressure on him, he knows. I really love watching him. Make him, just buy him. I don't know who's responsible for it, but just buy João Cancelo. Make him come back to Europe. And then last but not least, come on, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal was absolutely insane. And it's not just his assist, which was important because he's been criticized and well deserved, by the way, because he didn't turn up in the biggest matches, the biggest games so far. He didn't, but during this match, he was absolutely amazing. I felt bad for his opponents, whether it was Lookman. Lookman is not a defender, so let me call someone else out from Atletico Madrid. Ruggeri, whether it was Marcos Llorente, it didn't matter. Lamine Yamal, he is such a brave kid, and we expect a lot from him, which we shouldn't do, but that's for another video. But I absolutely enjoyed watching him, give him his flowers. One thing I just came up with, Ferran Torres. In big games, especially looking forward to the Champions League matches, knockout games, you just cannot play with Ferran Torres. And Well, the fun part is, before this match, my friends and I, we discussed the game already, and they expected Barcelona to make the comeback. They expected them to win, and I said, no, it's not going to happen. It's impossible. But then we looked at the lineup, the possible lineup, and then we saw Lewandowski already being injured, so he was not going to play. And then I thought, nah. And especially in the Champions League, in big matches, for example, this one, but especially in the Champions League, you just need a proper striker. If you have Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, one of the best wingers in the world, maybe even the best wingers, maybe they are the best wingers in the world, then you need a proper striker. And Ferran Torres, with all due respect, he isn't even a striker, so maybe we shouldn't even rate him like that, but he plays as a striker for Barcelona. It's just not good enough. Now the weirdest part of them all. Barcelona lost the first leg 4-0. That's already bad. That's terrible, actually. But Atletico Madrid almost blowing their 4-0 lead, although they played against Barcelona. That's even worse, I think. One goal from Atletico Madrid could have killed the game, but it didn't happen. So all of this brings us to the most important question of them all. Was this absolutely embarrassing from Atletico Madrid? Or was this just fantastic from Barcelona? Although they failed, if they pushed even further, they scored one more goal, history would have happened. It didn't, but it would have happened. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Love!